to others who speak all sorts of things. Why do you need all that? You have a direct relationship with Bhagwan. Have that faith. Have that belief. Do not listen to all idle chatter. Bhagwan's health is perfect. His blood pressure is as it was, 120/80. His weight is the same. There is no change. You may ask, why is Baba going in a wheelchair? It is because he chooses to do so. Some, in Bangalore, sometime there was some water and he slipped. But Bhagwan has been told by these doctors that, Baba, it is better you go in a wheelchair so that you don't have this problem again. Baba normally never listens to doctors. But out of his love and compassion for them, he listens to them and we see him. But has anything of his activities reduced? Has the effulgence in his face reduced? Has there the greatness and the radiation and the darshan and the sparshan and the sambhashan reduced? The answer is no. Bhagwan is as he was. Bhagwan is with us. And have that faith that he is with us at all times. Why fear when he is here? Why fear when we are here? We are in the divine presence of Bhagwan Baba. Today, I would like to tell you something about the Sai organization. The Sai organization is the largest organization in the world. People may not know this. But in India alone, we have over 30,000 centers. If you count all the bhajan mandalis, all the samitis, all the study circles, all the Gram Seva projects, we have over 30,000 centers. Which organization is there which has that kind of numbers? We have nearly 1 million members of this organization in India alone. And Bhagwan always says, quantity is not important, quality is important. So we don't publicize all these numbers, but because we are a family, because we are all together, you are Sai's property, and hopefully I am also Sai's property. That is why I am taking the liberty of telling you these numbers. And let me also tell you that the Sai organization is present in over 175 countries of the world. I think even the United Nations today doesn't have that kind of membership. It is the Sai organization which is the real unity. The United Nations is a coming together for only fighting. The Sai organization is coming together for unity, purity, divinity. That is what the Sai organization is. Today, I would just like to quote from a series of instructions that Bhagwan himself gave in camps which were conducted to the office bearers of the Sai organization between 1988 and 1990. I managed to pick this up, and this is what Bhagwan said. He said, the world does not need your seva, and it does not come to an end without it. You have to render seva for your own emancipation. I'm only quoting selected parts. Bhagwan has given very detailed instructions to the office bearers. Bhagwan has said, you should consider the Sai organization as your own. The work of the organization should become as important as your personal work. There should be mutual respect among the members of the organization. The office bearers should not consider themselves superior to others. In fact, all are active workers. Do not aspire to become a leader, but become a true servant. Only service will confer on you the authority to lead. Lakhs of devotees come to Prashanti Nilayam but many of them feel that they are separate from the organization. All the office bearers and members of the organization should strive to make it possible for all the devotees to join the organization and participate in its activities. Welcome everyone into the fold of the organization. The individual transformation is the key to the transformation of the world. Therefore, the Sai organization should have spiritual transformation as their ultimate goal, and they should strive for changing the hearts of the people. The world is watching the member activities of the organization very keenly. Hence, it is absolutely essential for the members of the organization to behave properly, both in their public and private lives. The service that you render through the organization will secure for you the love of the divine, which will confer on you three benefits: fearlessness, selflessness, and pure love for one and all. Sai does not need any service from you. His mission will go on whether you do anything or not. I will not gain anything by your service, or I will lose anything if you do not do any service. The loss and gain are only for you. Let us never give up this opportunity. Bhagavan has created this instrument for us. It is for us to take advantage of what He has created. Remember that the Sai organization is not a religious organization. It is a spiritual and a service organization. For Bhagavan has taught us that all religions are one, and that we should have respect for all religions. And it is important for you, the old alumni of, not old, you're young, the young alumni of the Sai University, to propagate Bhagavan's message all over the world, whether you are in whatever part of the country. People must understand that Bhagavan is not for one religion, for He is for all. Bhagavan says, all are one, my dear son, be alike to everyone. This message we have to propagate. You who have had the personal experience of Bhagavan have to propagate this message so that the world can understand who Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba is. He doesn't need us, but at the same time we have our duty. We have to do our duty. We are only small instruments. If we do take one step, Bhagavan takes 100 steps. But we should not just sit quiet saying Bhagavan will do everything. We have to do that. So keep this in mind, that we have to do what we are being given the opportunity to do. We in the Sai organization today need you. I have to express this sentiment sincerely. All of us are aging. Those who are the elders, by Bhagavan's grace, we have been able to bring this organization. He has brought it, but we have traveled with Him. But now you must come, the youngsters, the young people who are so competent. You have to take over the leadership of the organization. I'm happy to inform you that several old students have become now even district presidents in our Sai organization in Tamil Nadu and even in Bihar. We have a situation where we have an old student of the university who has become a district president. I would just like to quickly let you know what are the new things that we are doing in this Sai organization. It is by Bhagavan's grace that several new initiatives have been taken up. We have what is called a technology group. Bhagavan has always said, be careful on technology, let it not become tricknology. When we use skills for the benefit of mankind, it is real skill, otherwise it becomes skill. But keeping that lesson in mind, we have now the technology group, which is an all-India group, which works. And what are the fields? We work in new technology initiatives for areas like water purification. We have several water purification plants installed in Nalgonda, in Agra, in Maharashtra, which purify fluoride contaminated water groundwater, contaminated water, and give pure water to the villages, which has dramatically improved the health of those villages. We are working in field of sanitation. Not many people know that the Sathya Sai organization in Madhya Pradesh has constructed over 35,000 toilets in villages. It has been done. We use these bio-friendly toilets. They are low-cost toilets. We have encouraged people to begin using the habit of using the toilets. We have organic agriculture. We know that fertilizers and chemicals harm the soil. But organic farming, which is natural, which is nature's way of doing, this we are encouraging. And we have scientists who are members of the organization working. We are working in low-cost buildings. We also have a power supply. In Uttaranchal, we have constructed a small power station for a remote village using the waterfall which is coming there through the Himalayas. And it supplies electric power to a village of 90 residents, giving them light and during the daytime driving their chakkis so that they are able to grind their flour. And this was done entirely by the Sai youth of that area. We are working in non-conventional energy, in solar and wind energy. We are, in fact, in Karnataka, certain places, we have already installed the solar lights. We are working in rural employment generation. Because if you do Gram Seva, the youth there have to be trained, to be given some opportunity for employment. So we're working on initiatives, seeing that what are the kind of rural-based products which will provide them a livelihood. Technology is used as a tool for Seva, even if it is information technology. Even for example, many of our samitis all over India have their blood donors list fully computerized. So if you give blood today, you are removed automatically off the list for the next 3 months. If there's a call for a rare blood group, the Sai organization responds immediately. The Sai youth have their own website, the Sai Yuvak. We have our own magazine which is entirely for the youth. The Sathya Sai Village Integrated Program concentrates on the holistic development of villages. Not just certain initiatives, not just medical camp, not just Balvikas, but we look at the total. Bhagwan has given this message in his Ugadi address of 2007, where he said that we should now start with the family as the unit, not just the villages. Each family has to be looked after. So whether the grandparents, the children, the grandchildren, all of them have to be looked after. So there are detailed procedures for making the survey, and our entire emphasis is to take up the holistic development of that village and every single resident of that. This is going on all over India. And the Godavari project, where Bhagwan supplied water to the tribals in the East Godavari and also in West Godavari. The end of January, I am taking all the youth leaders from all over India to visit these villages so that they can see what Bhagwan has achieved and see how we can try to replicate some of these activities in other states. I am not taking the state presidents. I am not taking the state trust conveners. I am taking the youth leaders because they are the future. They have to take up the initiative. We have now multimedia studios in Indore and also in Chennai. And soon we are going to launch our own Sai archival centers all over the country. This will work in tandem with the Prashanti Digital Studios here, so that we will gather material of all Sai activities, process them, and make them available to the Sai main archival center at the Prashanti Nilayam, so that there will be a two-way traffic. And this is going to be a real technology-based data gathering and processing center, which will use the latest software to be able to see that we enhance the quality of the material that we gather. In the areas of Balvikas, there are new concepts. Next month, there's going to be a training camp here, which will look at new concepts like intuition, innovation, mind mapping, experiential learning. And it is not meant only, there are several gents who are gurus. It is not only for the Mahilas. So we need young people who have got experience in new ideas to look at these kinds of learning for the teachers, for the Bal Vikas children. So if you have interest and aptitude for working in education, you are welcome to join into these new areas. In the field of educare, I think some of you may know that next week we are starting on a program for training 1,000 teachers of the Corporation of Chennai. They are going to be trained in Sathya Sai Educare. This program has now been accepted by the Corporation of Chennai. So we are launching a massive program for training all the teachers in this Educare program. The youth wings, we have now, the idea we have extended this. The youth should mentor the Group 3 Bal Vikas children. Those who are elder, who are now completing the Bal Vikas Group 3 before they become eligible to join the Sevadal or the youth wing. We are putting them as, along with the youth, who will be their mentors. The Orissa housing project, I think all of you will know that Bhagwan has graciously, out of his compassion for the suffering people of Orissa, ordered the construction of nearly 1,000 houses in all over the state. Work has already started. In fact, the Orissa government could not believe that when Bhagwan announced by the end of in November, in some of the villages, the houses have come up to roof level. They are not used to that kind of speed. And in this activity, the youth and the Sevadal are participating. At every project site, we have Sevadal and our Sai youth to brief the villagers, to interact with them. Many of them have their own suggestions, they have their suspicions, they have their worries, they have their fears, they have their sorrows. So we have told them, don't disturb our engineers and our workers. Talk to our Sevadal, talk to our youth. So the youth and Sevadal are there supporting this work. So they are very, very happy to participate. And one thing which we are also planning is to give to one of the villages a project based on solar lighting as well as a wind turbine, so that will be fully eco-sustainable. It will be sustainable development where they will be provided with LED lights. We are working on a model project, and if I pray to Bhagwan that by his grace, this will become a success, which will really make it a model for the rest of the country. And let me tell you that after the floods, nobody else went there. Only Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba had the compassion. It was only him. The villagers, when we went there, they said, sir, nobody has come, no government, no Tatas, no Birlas, no Jindals. Nobody came, only you have come. Now, after seeing what Bhagwan is doing, some of them are waking up that they also have a responsibility and they want to see whether they are just waking up. Before they get fully active, it will take a lot of time. Before that, Sai Bhagwan will complete his project and come out. Today we have got 99 Sai schools all over India. Sri Sathya Sai Vidya Vihar, right from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. We are now working on making these centers of excellence so that they will have a certain, not only spiritual excellence, not only character excellence, but also academic excellence. So we are working on a massive project to make all these Sathya Sai schools who have 50,000 students. They are a great resource for us, for our future. We are looking at these young people. So we want to make sure that they are taught in centers of excellence. So here also we need people who will work with us. We need the youth, we need you. We have also now, the Sathya Sai Institute of Educare has been in Bombay. Now it is not enough for that to work from there all over the country. So we are now looking, if we get Bhagwan's permission, we will set up 4 regional institutes. One in the north, one in the east, one in the south, one in the west. So that these will be the centers for research in Sathya Sai Educare. It will be the centers for training. It will be the centers for propagation of Educare programs. We now have telemedicine centers in Kolkata, and now the one is coming up in Orissa, whereby patients who are being treated at our hospital, patients who are going to be coming for further treatment, we go there first, and through using the latest telecommunication links, with the help of the Indian Space Research Organization. A lot of the diagnostic work is done and they are given dates when they can come. So it saves them a lot of expenditure to come and go either to Whitefield or to Puttaparthi. So these telemedicine centers, and we have been told by the Indian Space Research Organization that no other telemedicine center is working to that kind of competence like the Sai telemedicine centers. You all know Bhagwan's mobile hospital project here. Now we are trying to see how this can be replicated. Now Maharashtra has purchased 12 ambulances. Now that is not the end. So we are now looking at having nursing homes and hospitals as back office work who will provide referral, treatment, surgical, etc. and real-time communication links between these ambulances and these nursing hospitals. So here we need technology initiatives. We need people who are experts in different fields. So these are all opportunities, whether you are in Bombay, anywhere, there is an opportunity for you to do seva all over, wherever you are. Bhagwan says, it is not enough for you to come just to Prashanti Nilayam and do seva. Bhagwan says, I have listened to him talking to many people, do seva to the people near where you live. And the Sai organization provides you an opportunity to do that seva. Bhagwan says, not only you should do seva, but you should inspire others to do seva. This is the duty that we have. We should motivate others, not by just wearing white clothes, but by our behavior, by our speech, by our actions, how we relate into our lives what we have learned from Bhagwan. Bhagwan has asked me to say that I am the All India President of the Sri Sathya Sai organization. But Bhagwan, first and foremost, I am your simple devotee, nothing more. I am only your devotee.
మొదలు మీరు తెలుసుకోవాల్సినటువంటిది నేనెవరు, మీకు మీరు ఎరుక్కోవాలి. నేనెవరు, అమ్మాయి.
First thing you are supposed to know is this. Each one has to put a question to one's own self. Who am I?
నేను మనిషినా, పశువునా, లేక మృగమునా అని నిర్ణయం చేసుకోవాలి.
One has to assert for one's own self. Am I a human being? Am I an animal? Am I a beast?
నీవు మనిషిని తెలుసుకుంటే నీవు మనిషి వలె ప్రవర్తించాలి.
When once you are convinced that you are a human being, you should be like a human being and act accordingly.
నీవు మనిషి అని అనుకుంటూ అనిమల్ వలె లేక మృగం వలె నువ్వు ప్రవర్తిస్తే ఇది సరైనటువంటి మనిషి కాదు.
Feeling on one's hand that you are a human being while behaving in a contradictory way like that of an animal, it is not proper.
Or
Sorry?
Animal
or a wild animal, it's not proper on your part.
కనుక మనిషి యొక్క విలువ ఏమిటి?
Where does the value of a human being lie?
నిద్ర నుండి లేచి,
right from the time you get up from bed
మరి నిద్ర పోయేడు దాకా,
until you retire and go back to sleep,
పొట్టకై హద్దులు పద్దు లేక,
for your living without any limitations, principles.
హద్దులు పద్దు లేక జీవించుట సరికాదు.
Just leading the life like that without any limitations, just to eke out your living, is not proper, is not correct.
ఫుడ్, వాటరు, అరేంజ్మెంట్స్ అన్నీ ఉండవలసిందే.
We do need the food, water and other conveniences, needs.
కానీ కేవలం తినటం కోసమని, కేవలం బ్రతకటం కోసమని నీవు జీవించకూడదు.
We should not be here in life just for a living.
మీరు ఎక్కడ ఉన్నారు?
Where are you?
నీవు ప్రత్యేకంగా ఇండివిజువల్గా లేవు.
You are not separate as an individual.
నీవు సొసైటీలో ఉన్నావు.
You are in society.
కనుక సొసైటీ యొక్క మంచి చెడ్డలు కూడా మనం విచారించాలి.
You should also inquire the good and bad of the society.
సొసైటీ యొక్క క్షేమాన్ని కూడా మనం కోరాలి.
You should also work for the welfare of the society.
సొసైటీ బాగా ఉండినప్పుడే నీవు కూడా మంచిగా ఉంటావు.
When society is good, you will also be good.
కనుక సొసైటీకి మనం ప్రత్యేకంగా లేము.
Therefore, you are not separate, apart
ఏ
from
కంట్రీలో
society.
అయినా ఉండు, ఎక్కడైనా ఉండు, కానీ సొసైటీలో ఉండాలి. ఒకటి
You may be from any place, any country for that matter. Know that you are in society.
సొసైటీ ఉన్నది.
You are in the midst of society.
కనుక సొసైటీ యొక్క క్షేమాన్ని కూడాను గుర్తులో పెట్టుకోవాలి.
Therefore, you should keep in view the advancement, progress of the society.
నీవు మాత్రమే ఉండేటట్టుగా ఉంటే నువ్వు ప్రత్యేకంగా ఉండవచ్చు.
If you want to be self-centered, you can be separate.
కానీ అటు సెల్ఫ్గా ఉండడానికి వీలు లేదు.
But it's not possible to be self-centered, to be alone.
మనం సొసైటీలో ఉండి సొసైటీ యొక్క మంచి చెడ్డలను మనం కూడా గుర్తించాలి.
Being in society, it is absolutely essential to know the position, the condition of the society as well.
నీవు సొసైటీలో ఉన్నప్పుడు నువ్వు ఒక మనిషిగా ఉంటున్నావు.
In society, you are an individual, a human being.
కాబట్టి మొట్టమొదట హ్యూమన్ థాట్స్ ఏమిటి?
So as a human being, what are the human thoughts that we should have?
నీవు అనిమల్గా ఉంటుంటే నీ ఇష్ట ప్రకారం నువ్వు ఉండొచ్చు.
If you are an animal, you can lead your life in your own way.
అనిమల్స్కు డిస్క్రిమినేషన్ పవర్ లేదు.
Animals don't have discrimination power.
కానీ మనిషికి డిస్క్రిమినేషన్ పవర్. ఈజ్ ఇట్ గుడ్ ఆర్ బ్యాడ్, ఈజ్ ఇట్ రైట్ ఆర్ రాంగ్ అని తెలుసుకోగలడు.
Man is endowed with this discrimination faculty to distinguish what is good and bad, what is right and wrong.
కనుక నీవు విచారణ చేసి నీవు అనిమల్ వలె ఇష్టం వచ్చినట్టుగా సంచరించకూడదు.
Therefore, you should discriminate and you cannot move about like an animal.
కనుక మనం అనిమల్ కాదు.
If you know that you are not an animal,
నీవు ఇది చేసుకుని ఉండినప్పుడు నేను ఐఎమ్ నాట్.
if you are tempted to do so, know that I am not an animal.
దేహం నీవా కాదు.
Are you the body? No.
ఇక్కడ చెప్తున్నది ఏదో శాస్త్రము పుస్తకములు చదివి కాదు మనం చేయవలసింది. నా దేహము.
You don't need to go through any standard text or a scripture for that matter. You say, this is my body.
నా దేహము అంటే నా అంటే ఏమర్థము?
When you say my body, what do you mean by this my?
నా అనేటువంటిది కాదు అనేటువంటి అర్థము.
The letter na means not so, negation.
నా బాడీ అంటే నేను బాడీని కాదు.
Na, not so. Deha, body, I am not the body.
నా మనసు మనసు నేను కాదు.
Na, no. Manas, the mind, I am not the mind.
నా బుద్ధి బుద్ధి నేను కాదు.
Na, no. Buddhi, the intellect, I am not the intellect.
కాబట్టి బాడీ నేను కాదు, మనసు నేను కాదు, అన్ని నేను కాదు నేను కాదు అని నీవే ఉచ్చరిస్తున్నావు.
You say, you declare that you are not the mind, you are not the mind, you are not the body, you are not the intellect.
మరి ఎవరు నీవు?
Then who are you?
నీవు మైండ్ మారుతుంది, దేహం మారుతుంది, బుద్ధి మారుతుంది, చింతన మారుతుంది, సర్వం మారేటువంటిది.
Everything is bound to change. The mind changes, the body changes, intellect
చేంజ్
changes.
అయినటువంటిది ఒక్కటి ఉంది.
There is one that is changeless.
అదే ఆత్మ.
That is Atma consciousness.
అదే అహం బ్రహ్మస్మి.
And that self is Brahman, the Supreme.
అది మారినటువంటి దానిని నీవు మారినటువంటి వాడు కాదు.
Therefore, you are the changeless eternal, not a changing one, phenomenon.
నువ్వు చేంజ్లెస్ వాడి.
You are really changeless.
కనుక నీవు ఆత్మస్వరూపుడు.
You are the very personification of the
నువ్వు
self.
చదివే చదువులు, నువ్వు చేసే పనులు, నువ్వు చేసే పరిస్థితులు అన్నీ కూడా తాత్కాలికంగా చేసేటువంటివి.
All actions you do and the circumstances around, they are temporary, which will be changing constantly.
మనం అనుభవించేటువంటి మంచి చెడ్డలు కూడాను మన యొక్క సంకల్పం యొక్క మూల కారణములే కానీ వేరే కాదు.
The good and bad, the pain and pleasure are the reflections of our own actions, nothing else.
ఎవరో మనకి బాధలు పెట్టారు, ఎవరో మనకి చెడ్డ చేశారు అని మనం అనుకోకూడదు.
We should never mistake that we are put to suffering by someone else and blame somebody.
ఎవరు ఏది చేయలేదు.
No one can do anything to you.
అన్ని నీకు నీవే చేసుకుంటున్నావు.
They are all of your own making.
నీ సంకల్పం చెడ్డగా ఉంటే పనుల్లో ఫలితం కూడా చెడ్డగానే ఉంటుంది.
If your thoughts are bad, you will also get into wrong actions and face the bad results.
కనుక ఈ రాంగ్ యాక్షన్ ఎక్కడి నుంచి వచ్చింది? రాంగ్ థాట్స్ నుంచి వచ్చింది.
The wrong action, it is out of the wrong thought.
నీవు ఒకరిని కోప్పడ్డావు.
Supposing you are angry with someone,
వాడు కోప్పడ్డాడు.
he is also accused you.
కానీ ఆ కోపము నీ నుంచి వచ్చినటువంటిది కానీ ఇంకోరి నుంచి వచ్చింది కాదు.
In fact, that anger has got its place in you, within you, not from outside.
హ్యూమన్ క్వాలిటీలో ఈ కోపము క్రోధం అనేటువంటిది ఉండకూడదు.
Therefore, anger is not a human quality.
ఇట్ ఈస్ ట్రూత్.
You are the truth.
ట్రూత్ ఎప్పటికీ చేంజ్ కాదు.
Truth is changeless.
కనుకని సత్యమునందుండి సర్వము పుట్టించే
God, the truth, is the creator and he has made the whole creation.
సత్యమునందుండగే సర్వ సృష్టి.
The whole creation will merge back into truth.
సత్యమహిమలేని స్థలమేది కనుగొన్నా
There is no other place where there is no truth.
అంత సత్య స్వరూపమే.
Everything is the embodiment of truth.
చీమ కానీ, దోమ కానీ, నల్లి కానీ, పిల్లి కానీ అన్ని కూడాను దైవం యొక్క సంకల్పం.
The ant or a mosquito or a cat, they're all divine.
ప్రతి ఒక్కటి కనిపించే చూసే దృష్టి అంతా కూడాను మన యొక్క మంది కాదు, అంత దైవం యొక్క సృష్టి.
What you see, the sight, the vision is not yours, it's divine.
నీవు ఎవరినో ఒకరిని నెపగా నీవు తీసుకొని వాళ్ళపైన నువ్వు వేస్తున్నావు. కానీ ఇది ఎవరి నుంచి వచ్చినవి కాదు. బాధలు, దుఃఖములు, కష్టములు, సుఖములు అని నీ నుంచి వచ్చినవి.
We blame somebody for all our difficulties and problems, worries that you have. Certainly not. They are not given by anybody. They are of your own making.
కనుక మొట్టమొదట నీకు నువ్వు సరి చేసుకోవాలా.
First, you have to correct yourself.
ఒకరు చెడ్డ, ఒకరు మంచి అని ఉంటావు.
You say this is good and that's bad.
కానీ ఈ మంచి చెడ్డలు నువ్వు చెప్పేటువంటి వ్యక్తివి కాదు, అవి నీవి.
In fact, you are not deciding that is bad and good. They belong to you actually within.
నీ బ్యాడ్ థాట్సే నిన్ను బ్యాడ్గా కనిపిస్తున్నది.
It's only your bad thought that comes back to you and appears as bad.
గుడ్ థాట్సే అందరినీ గుడ్గా చూస్తున్నావు.
And because you have good thoughts, you will be able to have good looks towards everybody, positive.
కనుక మొట్టమొదట మనం దృష్టిని సరి చేసుకోవాలి.
Therefore, we have to correct our looks or vision.
దృష్టి ఎట్టిదో సృష్టి అట్టిదిగానే ఉంటుంది.
As is the vision, so is creation.
కాబట్టి క్రియేషన్ అనేటువంటిది ఎక్కడి నుంచి కాదు, మన దృష్టి నుంచినే వస్తుండాలి.
Creation is not from anywhere else. It's out of your own vision.
కనుక మన భావాన్ని మనం సరి చేసుకోవడానికి మనుషుడైనటువంటి వాడు తగినటువంటి శ్రద్ధ తీసుకోవాలి.
Therefore, every human being must make sincere effort to have correct thoughts, pure thoughts.
ఫస్ట్ సెల్ఫ్.
First, self.
సెల్ఫ్ అనగా ఏమిటి?
What do you mean by self?
సెల్ఫ్ అంటే నేను.
Self, we say I.
ఆ అయ్యే ఎప్పటికీ ఐ.
This I remains forever as I.
కనుక అదొక్కటి నేను భద్రం చేసుకుంటే ఎన్నైనా నీవు సాధించవచ్చు.
If you hold on to this I-ness, you will achieve everything.
ఏదైనా చూసినప్పుడు ఇది చెడ్డది, ఇది చెడ్డవాడు, మంచివాడు అని ఈ రకంగా మనము విమర్శిస్తుంటాడు.
You go on judging, branding that this is good, this is bad, he is good and he is not good.
ఇవి వస్తువుల్లో లేదు.
Nothing wrong with the objects that you decide.
బయట ప్రదేశంలో కనిపించవు.
They are not found outside.
అంతా నీ నుంచినే వస్తున్నాయి.
They all come from you, from within you.
ఎంతమందో ఇప్పుడు ఈ పిల్లల్లో ఉంటున్నారు.
There are so many students here.
కొంతమంది స్వామిని సరైనటువంటి దీంతో విశ్వసిస్తారు.
Some have strong faith in Bhagavan.
కొంతమంది ఫెయిత్ లేకుండా పోవటం వల్ల అనేక రకమైనటువంటి డౌట్స్ అంతా వస్తుంటుంది.
Some, as though they don't know anything, they have doubts.
ఈ డౌట్స్ అంతా వచ్చేది ఇప్పుడు
When you have doubts,
నీలో ఉన్నటువంటి యొక్క చెడ్డ భావంలో డౌట్స్గా వస్తున్నాయి.
understand clearly that bad thoughts in you are the cause for all the doubts.
అదే విధంగానే కొంతమంది డౌట్స్ పెట్టుకున్నటువంటి వాడు చెడ్డను చెడ్డ అంటారు, మంచిని మంచి అంటారు.
So it's only the doubt that will make you judge, brand one as good, the other one as bad.
కాదు, గుడ్ అండ్ బ్యాడ్ ఎక్కడ బయట లేదు.
Good and bad are not there outside.
నీ నుంచి వచ్చినటువంటి భావములే నీకు చెడ్డ, నీ నుంచి వచ్చినటువంటి తలంపులే నీకు మంచి.
They are only your own feelings. All the good thoughts will make you see only good. The bad thoughts will make you observe that which is bad outside.
కనుక ఎవరిని మనం నిందించకూడదు.
We don't have to blame anybody.
అంత భగవంతుని యొక్క స్వరూపమే.
All are forms of God.
అందరూ కూడా భగవత్ స్వరూపులే.
All are the very personification of God.
మీరొకరు, మేము స్టూడెంట్స్ము, స్వామి, అతను వైస్ ఛాన్సలర్, ఈ రకంగా పేర్లు పెట్టుకున్నారే కానీ అందరి యందు ఉన్నది ఆత్మ ఒక్కటే.
We only consider ourselves different, that I am a student, so-and-so is vice chancellor, so on and so forth. These are all positions, personalities, but the same I-ness is there.
టెంపరీగా అప్పటికప్పుడు వచ్చేటువంటివి.
These things appear temporarily.
కానీ ఒక్కటి మాత్రము ఎప్పటికీ సత్యంగా ఉంటుంటుంది.
But there's one that is changeless, which is truth.
అది ఎన్ని చేంజ్ అయిపోయినా కూడాను ఐ ఐ ఐ ఐ అనేటువంటిది ఎప్పటికీ చేంజ్ కాదు.
Many things change, but this I-ness I will never change.
This is my body.
This is my body.
This is my hall.
My hall.
This is my seat.
This is my seat.
ఇవన్నీ మై the మాయా.
When we say my, that's Maya, illusion.
ఇవన్నీ కేవలము తాత్కాలికంగా అనుభవించేటువంటివి.
These are things that come to our experience for the time being.
మీ అంత మగపిల్లలే ఉన్నారు కనుక మీకు చెప్తున్నాను ఇప్పుడు.
Since our children, our students are here, Bhagavan is declaring now.
ఇప్పుడు లోకంలో కలియుగ ప్రభావము, ఈ కలి మహత్యము ఎట్లా ఉందంటే ఆడవాడినే పెళ్లి చేసుకుంటున్నారు భార్యాభర్తలుగా.
Because of the effect of Kali, the evil effects of Kali is such that women get married to women.
బాయ్స్ అనే పెళ్లి చేసుకుంటున్నారు.
Boys marry boys.
కానీ బాయ్స్ భార్యాభర్తలుగా ఉంటున్నారు.
And they behave as husband and wife, boys marrying boys.
అది ఎంతకాలము? తాత్కాలికం.
How long does it last? Only for some time.
రేపు పొద్దున పెళ్లి అయిపోతానే ఈ బాయ్ ఎక్కడ పోతాడో సంబంధమే ఉండదు.
The moment they are together, wedded, they get separated out later.
కనుక ఇవన్నీ తాత్కాలికంగా వచ్చేటువంటి పాసింగ్ క్లౌడ్స్.
Therefore, they are all momentary, temporary, passing clouds.
కనుక ఎప్పటికీ ఉండేటువంటి దాన్ని మనం లక్ష్యంలో పెట్టుకోవాలి.
Therefore, we should have strong hold on that which is eternal, permanent.
ముఖ్యంగా మనము మానవులు అనుకున్నప్పుడు మనలో మానవత్వాన్ని పెంచుకోవడానికి తగిన గుణములు మనం అభివృద్ధి పరచుకోవాలి.
When we consider that we are human beings, we should have human values.
సత్యము,
Truth,
ధర్మము,
righteousness,
శాంతి,
peace,
ప్రేమ,
love,
అహింస,
non-violence.
ఈ పంచ ప్రాణములు కూడాను పంచ గుణములుగా ఉంటున్నాయి.
These are 5 life breaths, which are the 5 attributes, the traits that we should develop.
కనుక మనం ఈ పంచభూతములైనటువంటి ట్రూత్ ఈజ్ గాడ్.
Of the 5 elements, the first one, truth, is God.
రైచియస్నెస్ ఈజ్ గాడ్.
Righteousness is God.
పీస్ ఈజ్ గాడ్.
Peace is God.
లవ్ ఈజ్ గాడ్.
Love is God.
నాన్ వైలెన్స్ ఈజ్ గాడ్.
Non-violence is God.
కనుక పీస్ అనేటువంటిది నేను పీస్ కోసం ట్రై చేస్తున్నాం. ఏం పీసెస్?
You say that you are trying to be peaceful for peace, but what kind of peace that you have?
ఇది పీస్ కాదు.
It's not peace either.
బయట మనం చూసేదంతా కూడా పీసెస్, అంతేగాని పీస్ కాదు.
What you find outside is not peace. They are all only pieces.
పీస్ అనేటువంటిది నీ నుంచి వస్తుంది.
Peace comes from within you.
దానికి మాటలు లేవు.
It is wordless.
దానికి రూపం లేదు.
It has no form.
నీ పీస్ నీ నుంచినే రావాలి.
Peace has to come out of you.
లవ్.
Love.
లవ్ ఈజ్ గాడ్. లివ్ ఇన్ లవ్.
Love is God. Live in love.
ట్రూత్ ఈజ్ గాడ్.
Truth is God.
ట్రూత్ మీరు ఫాలో చేయండి.
Follow the path of truth.
ఏ సమయం నందైనా, ఏ దేశం నందుండినైనా, ఏ కాలం నందైనా ట్రూత్.
Any place, any country, at any point of time, truth is truth.
కనుక ఈ 5ను మనం ప్రధానమైనటువంటి దృష్టిలో పెట్టుకోవాలి.
We should keep in view these 5 basic human values.
మిగిలినవంతా కూడా అనిమల్స్.
All other things may be neglected or left.
క్రోధము, ద్వేషము, అసూయ,